Shalom, brothers and sisters. It's your brother ISRAELITES from the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you Negro, Latino, and Indigenous, who are the biblical Israelites. And before we start, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, Rakakadash, that Yahweh, being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah, or God, or Yah, or Ahaya, it's Yahweh, the creator of all the Ancient of Days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahweh Shai is the one you guys call Jesus or the Christ, English speaking. And we give double honors to elders in GMS where we learned this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways giving the 100% truth. Shalom to you. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. They're about to be saved. Labakar in the Hebrew. Shalom to you. And shalom to the speckled birds among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but return to the house of Israel and are being edified by these videos. Shalom to you. What are we looking at? This is from the New York Post. The date today, it is February 7th of 2025. And we are looking at this article that is stating second group of migrant criminals included one Tren killer sent to Guantanamo Bay. Now, why is this news? Why is this relevant? Well, because you have to understand that the word terrorist has been changing or being defined by these people. Okay, so who has been abiding in Guantanamo Bay? People that are being caught from the Taliban to Slovakia, from all these organizations, right? Middle Eastern organizations for the most part. But now they're classifying these gang members and of course the cartels, which is a new one. They're classifying these people as terrorists, but they're also going to be classifying you people, I have to say it that way, you people that read the Bible as terrorists as well. And that's why we are being relevant, because we know these events will be happening not just to these criminals, but eventually to the men of the Lord. So we are always keeping an eye out to seeing what are the things that this devil is doing. And he's running his same plays, okay? But remember, these people were allowed to come into the United States under Biden. They just walked on in. And why was that possible? Well, let me just give you this example. Let's say you have a property, apartment complex, and it is what you would call a brownstone, very familiar in the East Coast, New York area, Chicago area. And these so-called houses or apartments are for, I believe they're from the Victorian age, right? 18th century, 19th century, around there. Very well made, but they're in the worst areas. Spanish Harlem, right? All that stuff. So how is it you as an owner can make more money out of this? So what has been the strategy? This is the strategy has been working. They've been using in New York and Chicago and a lot of places, right? They pay the gang members to come in to become violent, to assault the tenants, to rob from these people, and to the point where it's like, it's not worth it. I'm going to get out of here, right? And so they devaluate these properties, and soon everybody leaves. So once that happens, the landlord, the owner of the property, flips the property, makes it brand new, right? Breaks it brand new, brings it up to code, And then all of a sudden these apartments, or they become condominiums or houses, townhouses, and instead of paying rent for $400 or $500, now people are paying $4,000 to $7,000 a month. You can see why people would do this, and this is the same thing this president did. He created, and don't think that Biden is not on the same team as Trump. Okay, this is just like wrestling. Okay, they have a persona, they're putting it out there, but on the end, they're brothers under the skin. Okay, I'll leave it like that. And they're just moving the ball forward. Okay, so that he allowed these people to come in to create havoc, where the average citizen is like, I can't believe this is what. And then here comes your Captain Save America again, right? And he's now deporting the evildoers. I'm gonna clean up America. Yeah. So now he's the good guy. He's the guy that's going to save America and make America great again. So again, there's nothing new under the sun. So here is the article. Second group of migrant criminals, including one Tren de Aragua killer, sent to Guantanamo Bay. And this is written 6 of 2025. This is just a day before. A second deportation flight carrying 13 Venezuelan gang members wanted for the range of violent crimes departed El Paso, Texas for Guantanamo Bay in Cuba Thursday. Their flight roster included Tren de Aragua gang members who committed a homicide, and another admitted he wanted in Venezuela for escaping from jail, aggravated robbery with a weapon, intent to commit homicide, according to Homeland Security. Other offenses of migrants are accused of including possession of dangerous drugs, robbery, assault, fraud, entering the U.S. illegally, the official said. So that's the whole article. Very short and sweet, but it's telling you now they're sending these gang members, okay, to Guantanamo Bay. And let's see what's another new thing that's happening. This is the prison in El Salvador. This is a new prison they built for the inmates of El Salvador. And this is a 40,000 inmate prison. Okay? Just so you know, this prison is a modern prison made to hold these gang members. Okay? And these prisons are not like the prisons in the United States. These prisons, you have no rights here. Okay? These prisons have no mattresses, no blankets, anything like that you would think of prison in the United States would have. As a prisoner in the United States, you have certain human rights. And when you act up or create violence, they throw you in the shoe, right? Which is, they segregate you. They put you in a singular room, and they actually do take away some of those privileges, right? But that you might be in there maybe a week or 20 or 30 days, but then you return back to, which is general population. And you see here, general population, this is in El Salvador, is very, very different than it would be in the United States. And why am I bringing this up? Because the president of El Salvador says, hey, America, I can accommodate more prisoners if you need it. And if you see here, there's no mattresses. There's no pillows. There's no sheets. These guys are walking around in their underwear with no shoes. Nothing. Okay? So this is the new kind of prison, all right? And inmates that are just stacked in like sardines. And that's what they are looking at right now. Because if they're willing to send you to Guantanamo Bay, shit, they could send you to El Salvador if they wanted to. And why am I saying these things? Because remember, I told you that soon the reading of the Bible will be classified as terrorism. And we know what's coming. Great fear is going to come against the men of the Lord. And people that are involved in this truth, the sincere brothers and sisters, they know this already. They know this already. They're going to be condemned. Remember, we are not greater than our master. So we have been foretold. The Bible has foretold these things and has prepared us. Okay, so the men of the Lord are ready for this, but there's a lot of people who are going to say they follow this truth because it is popular or it is trending. Okay, trending, that's a good word. Trending on social media to be a Hebrew Israelite. I'm a Hebrew, right? That kind of stuff. And so soon the Lord is going to weed out those fake people. And this is one of the things that are, that's going to weed them out. That you're going to be wanted and people are going to be looking for you, and it's not going to be popular. It's not going to be trending to be a Hebrew Israelite no more. So people will say, "Oh no, I don't do that no more," right? That kind of stuff. So this is Revelation 2:10. Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil. And when it's talking about the devil, don't think it's the actual entity of Satan, because remember, Satan is a spirit. So when they're talking about the devil, they're talking about his agent, his army, which is of the flesh, which are the Edomites, which is what you would call the Caucasian man, the devil. Okay? Because this is a physical person who's doing this. Behold, the devil, the deceiver, shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Right? Because when he's talking about here, tribulation 10 days, 10 is just a number of completion. It's another number of completion as well. So it's not talking about 10 physical days. It's talking about 20 or 30, whatever that number may be, because every brother is going to have his tribulation. It's not going to all be the same, because some people are more intimidated than others, So something that might work on one brother, it might not work on another. There's some brothers that, they grew up. They've been to prison. That ain't nothing, Oh, well, you can put me in prison. I'm going to get processed. I already know. Lift up the sack and cough and all that shit. It ain't nothing. Ain't nothing but somebody who might not grow up in that environment. That might be intimidating. Might be enough for that person to fold, psychologically speaking. But if we're in this truth, we're supposed to be all in, no matter what the consequences. Even if your head demands it, you know what I mean? When you come into one of these gangs, they tell you in for till the death. Where you gonna end up? Prison, hospital, or the death. That 3-point thing. Okay, verse 11. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. And what's that second death? That nuclear ballistic fire, ICBMs, which is in Revelation 21, that lake of fire. That lake of fire is the second death. Remember, it tells you that hell will be thrown into this lake. So how can hell be thrown into a lake of fire? Because hell is a condition. This whole system of America is a hell for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And it is heaven for the so-called Caucasian people. Okay? Their heaven is our hell. And in the kingdom of heaven, our heaven will be their hell. Remember, you're going to make it so. So that's it, brothers and sisters. Didn't want to go too crazy into it. But that's the times we're in. That's the heavy things that the Lord has warned us against. and we know what times we are in. So, we have to live our life and be circumspect. Be aware. Pray without cease, and know that these events will soon come to your doorstep. So prepare yourself. If you don't know, if you never even heard about this, and you've been practicing this maybe 2 years, now it's like, well, thanks a lot. Thanks that you told me. I'm out. And really, because the Lord doesn't want anybody to be lukewarm. They either want them to be hot or cold, but not lukewarm. So this is for the new brothers and sisters that are coming into this truth, that tribulation is coming. Not just Jacob's trouble, but tribulation in the whole, for the whole nation of Israel, especially for the elect of the nation of Israel. Kol halal Yahweh ba'ashim Yahushai, Barakatham, Rakakadash, and he that have ears, let him hear. Shalom.